The Big Dog by Enid Blyton. One day a very big dog came running into the gates of Green Hedges. He was an ugly dog, and a fierce one, and Bobs the puppy didn't like the look of him at all. The dog ran to the porch and ate up the cat's dinner. He ran to the pigeon bowl and crunched up the pigeon seed. He then went to the pond for a drink, and drank so much that Bobs was really afraid he would empty the pond. For 4 days, the big ugly dog came, and none of the animals at Green Hedges dared to stop him. At last, they held a meeting about it, and everybody said his say. "He's a wicked dog and ought to be stopped," said Bobs. "He's a perfect nuisance, and we really must do something," said Sandy. "I would scratch him if I could get near him," said Cozy. "And I would nip his tail if he didn't wag it so fast," said Pitty Pat. "What you should do is get an old muzzle and strap it on his mouth," said Bimbo the kitten, who always talked a great deal and very loudly too. "You should stop him from eating things. Then he wouldn't get my dinner, or the pigeons either. You are full of good ideas, Bimbo," said Bobs politely, "but you talk too much. Also, we're not deaf, though you seem to think we are." "Well, you're stupid, and I have to shout to get any good ideas into your head," Bimbo said rudely. "I tell you, Bobs, my idea is best of all. Muzzle the dog, and he will do no more harm." "Very well," said Bobs. "We will carry out your idea. Sandy, fetch that old door. Bimbo, as it's your idea, you shall muzzle the dog yourself. Look, here's the muzzle, and here's the big dog just coming in at the gate. Hurry up and go to him before he eats your dinner again." Everyone looked at Bimbo, and he began to swing his tail crossly. Whatever was he to do? "Take the muzzle quickly," said Bobs, grinning. "Well, I will go and muzzle that big dog," said Bimbo at last. "I am a very brave kitten. You are all cowards, because you dare not muzzle him." He took up the muzzle and started off toward the dog. Then he looked back and said, "I can put the muzzle on by myself, but I am not big enough to hold the dog still while I strap it on. Will you come and hold the dog for me, Bobs? I've a little job to do for the mistress," said Bobs, and he rushed away. "Will you come and hold the dog for me, Sandy?" asked Bimbo, but Sandy suddenly remembered that he had a bone to see to, and he was gone. "Will you hold the dog for me?" Bimbo asked Cozy and Pitty Pat. But they shook their heads and said they had promised to go and meet the milkman. So Bimbo was left alone. He grinned to himself and dropped the muzzle into the pond. "Well, I can't muzzle the dog if nobody will help me," he shouted into his loudest voice, and then he ran for his life. The big dog had seen him, and Bimbo was not going to stop and say good morning. After that, nobody mentioned big dogs again, and I'm not surprised. Are you?